Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Wigs Galore and Makeup. I'm just kidding. Don't touch that dial. This is a nail tutorial. My name is Odette Guzman, and I'm your friendly neighborhood nail tech. I just like to get myself a little extra because I know I'm so excited that I'm gonna be seeing you guys today. So I take a bath and put some makeup on and do all that special stuff for you. Anyways, on today's video, I'm gonna be doing one of my regular customers because until I don't become a millionaire from YouTube and free up some time, I have to do my videos at work. So I'm gonna be doing one of my regular customers. She's an older lady that likes to get her nails really long, and I'm not mad at her for that. And she always likes to get like a lot of shiny stuff on her nails. So today I'm gonna put some chrome pigment powders on her. And I'm gonna be doing some application. I'm gonna be doing some shaping with the e-file. So it's gonna be like a slash ballerina slash taper square. Hang around, watch the video, and you be the judge of if it's a taper square or a ballerina. And I'm also gonna ask you to please comment, subscribe, share, hang out with me for a little while. Thank you for tuning in and stick around because I'm just getting started with my channel. I'm just learning how to work my camera and my ring light and all this stuff. So I invite you to stay tuned to my channel because there's going to be a lot of interesting things coming up, believe me. And now let's get started with the video. So here we are, guys. I have already started some of the work ahead of time. I have already prepped my customer. I have already put her tips on. I have put primer and dehydrator on her. Dehydrator first, then non-acid primer. And I have already shaped the nails in the shape that I want them. She's going to be getting a ballerina shape today. So I'm gonna be getting started with the acrylic application. I do use a big brush. I have mentioned before in my other videos. I started out many years ago using the big brush and I'm very accustomed to it. So this is what I use on a daily basis. The first bead that I'm applying, I'm going to be applying this not too wet, not too dry, just perfect, like Goldilocks likes her porridge, just right, because I want to be able to mold this and not be chasing after it. So I use, the perfect consistency, not too dry, not too wet, just so I can get my application nice and easy. This ballerina shape is actually one of my favorite. It's my favorite shape right now, and the almond too, but ballerina is one of my favorite shapes. I'm doing this video because a few years ago when these nail shapes started to be becoming popular and started spreading around everywhere, it was really hard for me when I first started doing it because the application would always come out wide because I was just used to doing square nails for so long, and the application was really hard for me, and the filing, it would take me so long and I would struggle so much. So I've learned to pat the side walls in and just to make the shape as perfect as you can before you have to file because it's better to, apply your acrylic as perfect as possible in the shape that you want it, so that you have to do less filing. So it was really difficult for me at first, and so this is one of the things that I wanted to show everybody, because if it was hard for me to do, I'm sure it's hard for other people to do. And the trick is to really bring those sidewalls in and make sure that you put your brush around the edges of the nail, of the sides, so that it's already in the shape you need it in when you go to file. Whether you use a big brush or a small brush, the procedure is still going to be the same. You're still going to have to pat in the cuticle area, and you're still going to have to brush in the sidewalls, no matter what size your brush is. And also, another little trick is, I don't know if you notice, the tips that I put on are still long stiletto tips. This is gonna cut some time out. All you have to do is cut the tip of the stiletto and you'll already be in that ballerina shape. Years ago, when these shapes started, they only still had square tips. They didn't have the ballerina tips. So, like, you would have to sit there and cut them with a scissor or file them in. And nowadays it's really easy to do this shape, unless you want to do a sculpture and you want to get it like really thin on the bottom. Sorry, that's my dog. He's always barking at somebody. Oh my god, guys, I actually had to stop recording for a while because my dog just went on a raging rampage. I have a little mutt. Well, he's not little, he's kind of big. He's probably like 45 pounds. I have a mutt, and there's this little chihuahua, this lady that passes by in front of my house with this chihuahua. And my dog just goes nuts when that lady walks by with that chihuahua. I mean, I had to stop recording because he just wouldn't let me talk. My dog's name is Danger. I named him that because I thought it would be so cute, because when he first got here, he was so cute. And he's still cute. But he was like this cute, innocent little puppy, and he was so cute. I'm like, it would be so funny that I would name him Danger, and he's such a little wuss. But then he turned into this little terror, so like he's lived up to his name. Anyways, let's get back to this nail applying business, acrylic applying business. As you guys notice, I'm using like a 3-ball method for this. The first 2 pearls that I applied, they're not too wet, not too dry, like the perfect consistency, just so we can move the material properly and for it to be sealed to the nail bed of the customer. The 3rd pearl that I'm using it like a little bit wetter because I'm blending the 2 previous pearls that I applied, and I'm also adding my apex. And sometimes you see me apply a little bit extra on the bottom. It's just because if the first pearl that I applied doesn't reach the bottom, then I just take 1 pearl and swipe it up. So right now I'm speeding this up a little bit. You guys get the gist of how this application goes. So I'm gonna try to speed up and save a little time. I mean, to me, the most important part of this application, besides getting your cuticle area sealed, is just swiping those sides in, making sure that your application is not getting wide, just swiping those sides in. Don't you guys just hate it when I film out of focus? I hate it too. I'm tired of this technology. Okay, as I get into my filing, I'm going to be filing on a diagonal, making a conscious effort to file more at the tip and less where the nail is growing from or where the nail should be growing from. So I'm making a conscious effort with my file to file the bottom part more than the top. And as you can see, I file one side of the nail, one side, like the right side, right side, right side, right side, right side. Then I go back and I go left side, left side, left side, left side, left side. And then I do this on all of the nails. This little trick I learned from Tammy Taylor, from her videos. It actually does help because as you go filing just the left side, the left side, the left side, the left side, you make them more even because you're doing the same procedure on each nail. So it comes out more even, and to me it's faster. It makes me feel like a robot, like every side is coming out the same. So now I'm going in with my e-file, and I know a lot of people use regular hand files, and I do not use a regular hand file to file the top of my nails not because I'm lazy, no, it's not because I'm lazy, it's because I'm old and tired. I mean, sometimes I have to use a nail, like a hand file, depending on what I'm doing or why. Like if it's gonna be like a photo shoot or something, or a competition or something, then I'll use a hand file. But on my regular on a regular day-to-day basis, I don't. I mean, it hurts my arm. I don't know if I'm doing it wrong, but I don't have muscle, I don't know what, but it hurts my arm to use a hand file to file people's nails all day long. I mean, I just can't. So I use my e-file, and I start with my e-file from the stress area down, because from the side view, I want the nail to be flat from where, from under the apex down. So when you look at it from the side, it's not curved. So I start there, go around my cuticle, and just shape it up. I'm using a mandrel with a fine sander band. I know it's the old way to do it, but I'm the old style nail tech. And I just think it's a great way to get any of the excess off. And I'm going in a pretty slow motion, so I like to feel. I can't really trust my eyes because I got trifocals on already. So I really like to feel what I'm filing. Okay, you guys get the idea what's going on. So we're gonna speed this up a little bit again. I wish I could actually in real life do nails this fast. I would be so rich right now. Okay, where did this huge dip in my nail come from, guys? This was not here a few minutes ago when this acrylic was applied, okay? Did anybody see who did this dip in my nail? And excuse my customer. I know it looks like I'm like manhandling my customer, but I'm not. You know, she's got some conditions, some arthritis, some stiff hands. She wants to watch what I'm doing, you know, all those neat nail tech things that happen. So I was just trying to get her to relax her hand a little bit. But this crater, we're gonna deal with that in a minute. What I'm doing here is just going back and checking once and checking twice my filing, see if I missed anything. So now I'm getting into my final touches. I'm gonna be doing a level and buff, and I do finish my nails off with buffing oil. This bit is a ceramic bit, fine, very fine ceramic bit, and I have in a really, really slow motion. And what I'm doing here is just giving those final touches, just making sure that my acrylic is shaped properly around the cuticle area, and that, like, if you were to pass your nail around the cuticle area, that you don't get like a little step there, that your nail doesn't get caught in there. So if you want to check, you could just pass your nail on top of the cuticle area and make sure that it's nice and flush to the nail. So this is what this tool is doing for me. It's just gonna make it look like it's growing, the acrylic is growing out of the nail. Basically, my nail shape is already done, but I passed the bit over again because I want to check it once, check it twice, like Santa Claus. And I also want to leave a little bit of a texture. This leaves very little. This is almost like a buffer because it's so fine. And I have I've had this bit for like a year, so it leaves the nail really smooth. I just don't know how to say it. It's between smooth and texture. It just has a little tiny bit of a texture on it because I'm gonna be using gel polish over this full set. So if I have it too smooth, the gel polish has, opportunity to fall off, to just peel off. So we need some texture here. I think my crater is gone, y'all. When things like that happen, you should always file the nail first before you add more acrylic, because you could just have like an acrylic mess when maybe it just needed some filing. So I had the customer go and wash her hands with soap and a brush. And when she got back to the table, I also wipe her down with alcohol because I want to make sure that there's no residue on the nail from the oil that I use. And also the soap, sometimes even the soap can leave a residue and it doesn't let your polish apply properly. So I just make sure that everything is completely clean and I start the polish process. Today, I don't know what happened to this bottle, this polish bottle, but I have like every fuzz in America is in my polish bottle right now. I'm going to be applying 2 coats of this gray polish because one coat is just too see-through, and I'm applying these, as thin as possible. Like when I go and I apply the color and then I clean the brush, on the top of the bottle. I clean it, and just take out all the polish that it has, and then I go and like remove the excess. So I'm trying to do this polish 2 coats, but as thin as possible. Don't mind me manhandling my customer. Oh my God, that looks so terrible. It's just that she has a hard time relaxing. Oh, now I see where the fuzz is coming from. I had a big cotton ball on my polish. I have no idea how that got there. So what I'm using now is a top coat that is especially made for chrome pigment. This dries without a sticky layer. I mean, it has a little tiny bit of a sticky layer on it, but you don't have to wipe clean it. You don't have to wipe it off. You just dry this under the lamp for 1 minute, under the LED lamp for 1 minute, and then I'm going to be applying the chrome right on top of this. Before we used to have the chrome in like these little containers and you just have to take it out with like an applicator. And now, technology, I like technology. This ain't really technology, but bettering things for the future. You don't make a mess. It comes with the little applicator already stuck to it. You just twist and apply. No mess at all. I love these. I have like 100 of these in all different colors. Here I'm wiping off the excess chrome pigment so that I can apply my top coat. And I'm going to be applying a non-wipe top coat. And we'll be going in the lamp for 1 minute. Before we get through, I want to thank you so much for tuning in and watching. I hope that this was of some help to you guys watching, and let me know what you guys would like to watch in the future. Thank you so much. Have a great day.